Hello 我是 May 我跟 Dr. Chris 做了这个治疗是差不多3个多月了。我来就是因为我有那个背后的酸痛，然后我的肩膀颈项好像有那种斜举这样子，然后有时候也会好像扑到那个头部这样子，所以就很不舒服咯。之前就是在家里就随便做一些很普通的 stretching 哦，也没有什么怎样做啦，然后就是这样子的，是没有怎样帮到，就是可能只是一下子没有不是 permanent 的 relief 咯。我之前我的姿势不正确嘛，Dr. Chris 就有教我咯，有要正确的姿势，尤其是我们在家用那些 laptop 那些咯。然后过后他做了几次的那个治疗 adjustment 这样子，其实我的肩膀那些已经松了很多了的，都有很明显的一个improvement 哦。就是做了这个3个月来呢，我就真的觉得我的整个 body 的 condition 都很可以讲很 strong 咯，就是说我的 energy level 那些都很好咯，就是我没有这样容易累人。以前很容易累又腰酸背痛，现在是没有这个问题咯，都得到了解决咯，很多问题得到解决咯。
Good morning, I'm Nikki. I have been with Dr. Christopher for a year. So far, the initial problem that I encountered is having a very bad pain on my left shoulder, quite serious, unable to lift up my hand. So I think the degree that I lift it up is almost here. So it's quite terrible. So then December start off with those chiro. Then Dr. Chris will be explain to me what is your main problem. Initially is my hand is quite serious and then the pain is still there. I even unable to lift it up something that is quite light, and even like when you close the door of the car. So for Dr. Chris will be recommended for another part is the back one. So he will be explain from the first X-ray. So few months back I did another one that is slightly have some improvement. So compared to the initial one, because this definitely will take times. Right now I think my hand can lift it up is about almost 100%. So this is the goal objective for me to come to the chiro. It will take time sometimes, but don't give up.
Hi, I'm Renee and I've been under Dr. Chris's care for about 3 months now. Well, I tend to hunch quite a bit and I always get like stiffness in my upper back region and some ankle issues occasionally because I did kind of tore a ligament quite a while back, maybe about a year ago. Yeah, I did go to physiotherapy and did some rehab and stretching and maybe foam rolling a bit to try to release some tension. It still will come back, like the stiffness and the soreness. Yeah, so I wanted to find like a more permanent fix. When I first got my X-ray discovered, I realized that I had scoliosis. And I'm glad that I catched it on earlier rather than later. So I guess an earlier fix would be a lot better instead of figuring out in the future. And ever since starting chiropractic care, I've noticed my posture and back stiffness has gotten a lot better. And though it's still a work in progress, and my sleep quality has gotten better as well, and I love a good sleep.
I'm Sam. Actually, I'm from OSK, and I just got to know Dr. Chris through my company also because they've been running some event over there. So I started meeting up with Dr. Chris in July until now. My body has got quite a number of problems, like starting from my migraine. I've been having migraine since high school until now, more than 2 decades already. And also due to some bad posture and also workout problem, I have issue with my neck, my lower back, mid back, my hip and my knee as well. Usually if it gets too painful, I'll usually just contact a doctor and then they give me some muscle relaxant, painkiller, that's about it. And because of the constant visit to the doctors and it doesn't seem to help at all, and also I love seeing all these cracking things on YouTube and all this chiro thing. I get the chance to meet up with Dr. Chris, so he introduced me to all this stuff, and it does help me a lot, especially my migraine. It reduced up to 90%. I never realized I did have scoliosis as well. Yeah, and Dr. Chris helped me adjust a little bit or so, and slowly recovering.
So my name is Yong Sin. I've been under Dr. Chris's care for about 6 months now. Yeah, so basically the main issues that I had about 6 months ago were, stiff back. I was having a bit of numbness and tension in my upper back, and then it was also discovered that I had a straightened military posture due to really prolonged, abnormal sitting and unnatural twisting from yoga and exercises. We also did an X-ray, and we discovered that I have scoliosis in my lumbar region. Yeah, before coming for chiropractic care, I wasn't doing much. Basically just trying to do a little bit of stretching and exercises to try to alleviate the pain. But then it wasn't doing much for me, so I decided to come and see Dr. Chris to see if he can help with my situation. So ever since then, I noticed a difference in my posture. I've gained a bit more flexibility in my back, and also I've had better sleep quality, and I've also experienced less headache as well.
My name is Alif. I've been seeing Chris for at least 2 months right now. Well, it's been a long-standing problem. So I have issues with the lower back. It usually gets a little bit tight and fatigued quite often. And then I found out I have a bit of issue on the neck, which is probably years of neglect. I was younger, I just brush it off, but then after a while we just get massages or stuff like that. But it's just relieving the symptoms, not actually solving the issue. First thing is awareness, aware that your posture is a little bit off and that you do need to do some exercise to strengthen some muscles. That's one thing. Awareness is very important, and that's what Chris does quite good at. He made you aware of your issues, and of course the adjustment would help you along the way.